guys? My name is Brandon Kerman. I'm with basereality.co. Here to show you today some battery tips for your Quest. So a typical lifespan and battery on the Oculus Quest is around 2 to 3 hours, depending on what type of activities you're doing in the headset or you're watching media. So you get more battery life out of doing more like browsing. Low battery type stuff is like not using very much data, watching media. So to avoid accidentally turning on the Quest when you're placing it in the case, there's a proximity sensor here. And this is usually the main culprit in turning on your Quest accidentally. So there's no visual way to tell that the actual device is off, other than actually putting your finger in front of the sensor to test it out. Also, the LED would be off when the device is off. There's no actual difference in the light to tell whether or not the device is in standby mode or if it's off. But there's a light for everything else. There's a light if it's on, there's a light if the battery's low, there's a light if it's charging, but to tell if it's really in standby mode, there's no light indication. The only real option is to actually put your finger in front of the sensor. Right in here, when you put like your finger about an inch away, it activates the sensor. If something is blocking it, like say the strap is a big one, so sometimes you'll put the Quest down and the strap will get in the way, this top part right here, and that'll turn it on. And if you don't know that it's on, you could leave it and come back and it could be completely dead. To make sure that the device is always powered off, always hold the power button down until the LED turns off as well. That's when you know that the device is fully powered off. Especially if you're like taking it on a trip or you're putting it in the case, you're gonna wanna just always like make sure that the device is off just in case. Even if you know that the proximity sensor is not gonna be touched, just always make sure, because like the last thing you want is to get to wherever you're going, but then it's dead. And then you have to like charge it for an hour or two. So you can leave the Oculus Quest plugged in while you're using it, although this may not be the best thing for like your battery. It'll cause wear and tear on the battery and could cause some overheating, but you're gonna wanna grab a sturdy USB-C cable, one that's long enough to where you're not restricted in your play space. So you're gonna wanna grab one like this, probably a little longer than this one, to be honest with you, but make sure it's long enough to where you're not restricted. So to be able to play your Quest for like more than 3 hours, which is like usually the amount of time that the battery lasts, you're probably gonna wanna pick up an external battery. Keeping one of these in your pocket when you're playing will keep your Quest running for over 3 hours, I would say. In my experience, it's a great tool, but like I said, not the best for your battery. After a while in VR, you can find that the headset gets a little bit uncomfortable and also your eyes get pretty tired. So I would recommend that every once in a while you just take a break to rest. So if you're basically just watching videos on your Quest, you can save a little bit of battery life by downloading your movies directly to your computer and then just transferring them via USB-C right to your Quest. This will also save battery life because you're not using the Wi-Fi capabilities on the Quest. So many of us are led to believe that turning apps off in mobile devices when you're not using them actually saves power. And this might be the case for the Quest. And you actually may save a little bit of energy, but not really confirmed. If you do know, leave it in the comments. We want to know. So quick charging is not possible with the Oculus Quest. Oculus really recommends against it. Unlike the actual headset itself, the controllers are actually not rechargeable. So you're gonna wanna keep AA batteries on you at all times. So I looked it up online and I found that AA batteries last around 25 to 30 hours. In my experience, they definitely don't last that long. Couldn't tell you, sometimes they last longer. But if you actually know how long they last and you've tracked it, then for sure let us know in the comments because we're curious. I use rechargeable batteries just because I don't have to keep buying some, I can always recharge them, and I'm never without battery. So don't run out of battery. Don't do that to yourself.
So what you're saying is battery, 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 battery?
Yes. Battery to the 100th degree. Keep them on you. I hope my tips have helped you today with extending your battery life. If there's any that I've forgotten, feel free to let me know in the comments or tweet us at baserealityco. I'm Brandon Kerman signing off at Base Reality Co. Have a great day.